Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nityananda Nityananda Paramashivam. Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivam. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda.
It gives me immense pleasure to welcome each and every one of you for this very auspicious program. And today we will be giving you an introduction to who is Devi Parashakti, the Divine Cosmic Mother. We'll be giving you an introduction to what are Akashic readings and a quick introduction to who is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Today, out of his extreme compassion and love, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is manifesting Devi Parashakti herself and gracing us, answering our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. So that is what we call as the Devi Parashakti, Bhava Samadhi Darshan, and the Akashic reading. What is Bhava Samadhi Darshan? Samadhi. Sama means one, and Adi means being in the oneness with the source. So Adi means source. Samadhi means being in oneness with the source. So the Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science of experiencing that oneness with the source through a specific bhava, through a specific attitude or an aspect. That is what we call as Bhava Samadhi Darshan, right? So bhava means a specific attitude. So the entire Bhava Samadhi Darshan is for us to have an experience of the ultimate through a specific bhava. When we say Devi Parashakti, through the bhava of Devi Parashakti, experiencing the oneness with the ultimate is what we call as the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has blessed us with the Bhava Samadhi Darshans of Devi Parashakti, Bhagavan Sundareshwara, Lord Subramanya, Venkateshwara, Kala Bhairava. We have been blessed with so many Akashic readings. What is Darshan? Darshan is literally a face-to-face with the cosmos. Darshan is a powerful superconscious alternative that is present around us at all times. And the darshan is literally a transmission, an energy transmission from the avatar. And the science of Bhava Samadhi darshan. Let's understand that the divine cosmic beings are real. They manifest from Kailasa, the enlightened time-space zone, through deities and incarnations. The divine cosmic beings manifest through the deities, we call them as Archavatara, and through the Bhava Samadhi darshans via the Nija Avatara, the living incarnations. So when the deities manifest through the Nija Avatara, we call it as the Bhava Samadhi darshan. Bhava Samadhi is the science of the Nijavatara manifesting Paramashiva, the consciousness. It is where the formless, the being of Paramashiva, expresses through the Divya Sharira, the light body, and manifests itself as the Nijavatara, the very physical embodied form for us to experience Paramashiva. So literally you will see all the three dimensions, the consciousness, the being, and the physical identity. Here you see the consciousness of Devi Parashakti expresses the being of Rajarajeshwari and manifests as the Nijavatara in the physical form as Devi Meenakshi. So during the Bhava Samadhi darshan, you literally have the darshan of the divine being in the physical embodied form of Devi Parashakti. Here you will see when you have the darshan of Devi Parashakti in the physical embodied form, literally you will see that you are experiencing the bhava connecting with the divine cosmic mother. The Archavatara, the deity, reflects the superconsciousness and the manifestation, the being of the superconscious energy. But the human beings are, many times we are not mature enough to receive that higher level experiences from the Archavatara directly. So the avatar, the physical embodied form, comes down to bridge the gap and give us the experience of the superconscious energy. When we have the darshan of the deity in a physical embodied form, we are immediately able to connect and relate and have that experience. Bhava Samadhi darshan also awakens the Kundalini Shakti, which is nothing but the latent potential energy in every human being. It visibly slows down the aging process and it improves immunity to disease. And during the darshan, literally the whole brain comes alive, becoming the superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, and they transform our lives. Now, what is the science of Bhava Samadhi darshan? The Bhava Samadhi darshan, during the Bhava Samadhi darshan, we literally mirror the neural activities of the avatar in a scientific term, what we call as mirror neurons. Now, mirror neurons activate and process all the observed movements of the avatar through the information or just by the act of seeing, right? Just by your eyes falling on the avatar, whatever neural activity happens in the avatar's brain gets reflected and mirrored in our brains as well. Now, what are Akashic readings? Please understand, Akashic readings is not a prediction. It is literally a reading from the cosmic archives. Now, the cosmic archives are stored in the dimension of space. In this universe, there are 11 dimensions. The first dimension being the length, breadth, depth. The fourth dimension being the dimension of time. And the fifth being the dimension of space. Akashic readings are those that are written in the dimension of space. Now, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Who is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism? The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam is the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient, enlightened, macrocosmic, enlightened Hindu nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities a lifestyle for humanity. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam Pontiff of the Shyamala Peeta Sarvajñam Peetam. Here you can see the pictures of the coronation ceremony of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. It is considered as the oldest Hindu papal state. And as soon as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the 293rd Pontiff, immediately the Supreme Pontiff visited all the temples belonging to the ancient papal state and started the reformation and revival activities, and literally brought back all those temples and did a lot of revival work in those enlightenment ecosystems. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff visiting the various temples which are a part of the Madurai Shamalapita Sarvagapita. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also coronated as the incumbent emperor of the Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been doing a lot of revival activities. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is declared as the successor of the Arunachala Sarvagyapitam. And here you can see the Guru Parampara of Yogi Yoganandapuri, Isaki Swamigal, Mata Buddhanandapuri, and the last rightmost picture is the picture of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism at a tender age of 16, initiated as the successor of this ancient lineage. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the mission, the Nityananda Sangha, to revive Kailasa internationally at the age of 21. Here you can see the picture of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the year 1999. Right from the time Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism left his home at the age of 16, the public life of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism started. And here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism laying the foundation stone of Adi Kailasa Nityananda Sarvagyapitam, which is the monastery that we have today in Birdi, Bengaluru. The Supreme Pontiff is laying doing the Bhumi Puja and laying the foundation stone for what has today become the spiritual epicenter of the world. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is coronated as the successor of the Bhagyanagara Sri Pura Sarvagyapitam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been today. We have a beautiful temple in Andhra Pradesh, in Telangana, where we have in Samshabad a beautiful temple, the Bhagyanagara Sarvagapita. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also the incumbent emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam. The Supreme Pontiff has taken the responsibility of the incumbent emperor and been reviving the Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam, the solar dynasty, and the reviver of the Adi Pita Sarvagyapitam. The reviver and also the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of various ancient indigenous Hindu kingdoms, which were sovereign kingdoms, but today they have lost their sovereignty and they have lost their tradition because of incessant attacks. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving, taking the responsibility to revive and re-establish the Sarvagapitams in all these places. Coronated as the successor of the Kashi Sarvagyapitam. Coronated as the successor of the Tanjavur Sarvagyapitam, the various mutts, the ancient mutts, monasteries, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been reviving all these areas. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also the youngest Mahamandaleshwar of the Mahanirvani Akhada, which is the oldest monastic order, apex body of Hinduism. Here you can see the pictures from the coronation ceremony. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also taken the responsibility to revive all these Sarvagapitams. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as a Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Tanjavur Adinam. in literally every Sarvajñapita, every indigenous kingdom that the Supreme Pontiff has been coronated as a successor, the Supreme Pontiff has immediately started all the enriching activities, humanitarian activities like doing rituals in the temples, ensuring that the tradition is maintained, offering annadan every Sarvajñapita for which Supreme Pontiff has been coronated, has free food being served, free organic sattvic meals being served. We have goshalas in many places where the sannyasis who are living there take care of the cows. We live in coexistence with the nature. We perform all the rituals. We perform the fire ritual. We perform all the rituals as per the tradition. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also the Guru Maha Sannidhanam of the Thiruvarur Adinam, Guru Maha Sannidhanam of the Vedaranyam Adinam, Guru Maha Sannidhanam of the Dharma Mukti Swargapuram Adinam. Various initiatives have been performed, and literally in all these places, there are so many areas of these Sarvajñapitams which have never been attended to because of a lack of resources or lack of manpower. So that immediately after the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism took up the responsibility of these Sarvajñapitams, immediately revival and restoration work started. The temples were renovated, and the tradition, wherever they were not able to continue the rituals or continue any of these services, immediately they were started. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as the Guru Maha Sannidhanam of the Dharma Mukti Swargapuram Adinam. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism here, if you go to, is also the Guru Maha Sannidhanam of Adi Vita Kalanamata. All these information is available for you. For those of you who would like to know more about the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, you can visit our website, nithyanandapedia.org. It literally chronologically has presented the entire life of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Whatever information, pictures, videos, information and teachings, whatever we could find, we have put everything in nithyanandapedia.org. Like very similar to Wikipedia, we have a Nithyanandapedia where all the information, the teachings of Swamiji, the books of Swamiji, the songs and the satsang transcripts and pictures, and day by day, every day in the life of an avatar, you can just click on a specific date and you can go to that date and you can see the pictures there. So it's a very, very, very engaging, and you can spend a lot of time learning about Swamiji's teachings, learning about Swamiji's mission. So spend as much time, and it has hundreds of thousands of pictures. So you will never, get to finish them. Every time you will be watching new content in that website. And revered as the most prolific and most watched guru on social media, on YouTube. Swamiji is actually one of the most watched spiritual leaders. Many of the videos have millions of views, and most people find the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism just on YouTube. When they are trying to watch some video, immediately the video of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism pops up. They just listen to it for 2 minutes and they are hooked because of the way Swamiji is transmitting the experience just through a YouTube video. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revived the world's greatest digital Hindu nation with over 1 billion views. Here is the website that I was speaking about, a screenshot of that, nithyanandapedia.org, where we have hundreds of thousands of pictures and thousands of videos, and it has pretty much linked to all our social media platforms. So you can just go there, click on a specific page, you can go and watch that page and get the information that you need, and it is beautifully presented chronologically. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism giving 26 years of relentless humanitarian services, whether it is free food or free medical care, or helping women start their small businesses. So helping and empowering and funding these small business initiatives, or whether it is taking care of sannyasis, or whether it is revival of these sampradayas, whether it is flood relief. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has rushed to various flood relief and natural disaster areas and been providing support and providing the help in whatever way that was needed. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has authored more than 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 languages mainly, which is English, Tamil and Sanskrit, and then they have been translated into 50 plus languages with over 3,000 titles. So here you can see, if you just go to nithyanandapedia.org, you can download all these books, and you can even go to books.nithyananda.org. However, we have of late been working together to put all the information in one place. So all you have to do is go to nithyanandapedia.org. You can search for books. You can look at all the books that are available. You can download those books and you can have them with you, share it with your friends and family. And one of the books that is recommended the most is called The Living Enlightenment, which is literally, we call it as the Gospel of Supreme Pontiff. So the Living Enlightenment book you can download. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff himself releasing the pictures of Supreme Pontiff releasing various books. And that the amount of hours of discourses that the Supreme Pontiff has delivered, we have more than 7,000 videos on the official YouTube channel. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff has established the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books and 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and with over 20 million digital books have been collected, and they are all freely available for you. You can just go to our website, which is the Jnanalaya website, and you will be able to see all these digital books completely free. Over 10,000 hours of discourses with over 1 billion views on social media. Just the views, the amount of videos that we have, over 10,000 hours. So the Supreme Pontiff has spoken relentlessly in Tamil and in English and in Hindi and in various languages, relentlessly sharing the teachings of the Vedic tradition in a user-friendly format. So it's easy for us to watch, and that's probably the reason why all of us are so hooked on to the videos of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on YouTube. And respected as a commentator of the sacred scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Shiva Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gita, Jain Sutras, any of the major scriptures, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given a detailed commentary. And one of the famous commentaries of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is Bhagavad Gita. You can download the book called Bhagavad Gita Decoded, where beautifully the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has commented on the Bhagavad Gita, the entire 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, in a way that we can understand, relate with. Revered as the leader of Hinduism, the most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader, and acclaimed as one of the top 100 spiritually influential living personalities by Watkins Mind, Body, Spirit magazine. Supreme Pontiff has been also recently recognized by the California State Senate and the US Senate as the sovereign of the Sovereign Order of Kailasa. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also the reviver of the Sovereign Order of Kailasa, which is led by none other than the Supreme Pontiff, and it includes all the initiates, the monks, the nuns, and the people who are a part of the Sampradaya. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also the establisher of the largest Hindu university with satellite campuses in more than 150 countries. Establisher of more than 1,000 plus Kailasa enlightened ecosystems, also the establisher of more than 100 Sarvagya Peetams all over the world. As we speak, more and more Kailasas are getting established all over the world, where people want to create that ecosystem, enlightenment ecosystem, where people can come, they can learn Swamiji's teachings, practice completion, do the meditation, do the yoga. So many offerings are available online. So the enlightenment ecosystems are the places where the teachings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism are practiced, and it is made where people gather and together practice the teachings and live the teachings of the Supreme Pontiff. One of the unique attributes and contributions of the Supreme Pontiff is the science of power manifestation, initiating the disciples into the extraordinary powers of third eye and having the disciples manifest these powers just through initiation. So now we are now going to enter into the session where we will be demonstrating the extraordinary powers of third eye. But before that, let us first understand what is the science of Diksha.
Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam.
मूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गहनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nityanandam, welcome to today's power manifestation segment, which is the manifesting the extraordinary Shaktis of Paramashiva and Parashakti. Today, we'll be manifesting the first power, which is the most basic power, which is third eye, seeing with your eyes completely blindfolded. The Balasans, Nityananda yogis, the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, will now be demonstrating the powers of third eye and sharing with all the experience and results of the extraordinary powers. Manifestation of the divine powers awakened in us through the Diksha, which is the initiation. In today's Bhava Samadhi Darshan, all of us will be receiving the initiation into third eye awakening and various other powers with the blessings and grace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We will be manifesting the following powers, which is the third eye, seeing with your eyes completely blindfolded. Third eye is the cosmic browsing center, which is located between the brows, which upon initiation, one can effortlessly express powers and see through the third eye, just as you do with your two eyes. So what are Shaktis? In the Vedagamas, which are the source scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis, the divine powers. Shaktis are described as a system, method, and science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and powers and have access to various states of consciousness. Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are divine. You need to manifest divine, and not you are a man, you need to reach divine. The Shaktis expressed from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and high integrity with the Guru. The Shaktis are the source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis are powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment. Siddhis are on the path of enlightenment. The Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way after the initiation from the avatar. The Shaktis are permanent, whereas Siddhis are not permanent. Siddhis may divert you from the space of enlightenment. Paramashiva is a primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form, and causality. As the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya, the 5 cosmic acts of Shristi, creation, Sthiti, sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trabhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberating grace for all living entities. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Paramashivam, is an 1008th living incarnation and representative of Paramashiva, and the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. Ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been the cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced science. It was where the science of enlightenment and powers Shaktis was lived and taught as a lifestyle. For the first time in modern day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting it to the world at record-breaking pace never accomplished before. The knowledge and science of manifesting these Shaktis are passed on from one generation to the next through Diksha, initiation by the enlightened gurus. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, being recognized as an incarnation at very young age, was trained and taught these sciences to revive the initiation and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest the science of power manifestation. From the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra and Sri Vidya, Yoga and Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, science of Aushadha, Advaita and Bhakti Yoga, Paramashivam and Paramashivam. So, how to awaken the divine Shaktis in us? Every ultimate truth, which is a jnana, mapped into our consciousness prajna, manifests as a possibility and power of every being prajnana.
Diksha
The
is
science
the
of power
direct
manifestation is authenticated through four aspects of evidence, which are called pramana. The Shastra pramana, which are the eternal unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures. Apta pramana, which are the experience and results of aptas or authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who have time tested and verified the science. Atma Pramana, which are the account of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Pratyaksha Pramana, which are called the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. Vedas are the ultimate superior authorities for Hindus. Vedas are the pure science where the ultimate truths are explained. Agamas are the scriptures with applied technology, the applied science is expanded. Vedas and Vedagamas are given the status of Shruti, as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva himself. They are the ultimate, eternal, unchangeable truths. A reference cited from the Shastra source scriptures is called Shastra Pramana. Let us now get ready to witness a very unique and exciting demonstration of the power of third eye. The Shastra Pramana, which are the scriptural reference to manifest the power of third eye. Kapala antarmano nyasya tishtanmilitalochanaha kramena manaso dardhyad lakshayed lakshamuttamam. The translation goes, by fixing the mind on inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by the stability of the mind and inner space, through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshyam, by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source Paramashiva. Apta Pramana, where in Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan, the vision of his cosmic form. In the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form, is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through his third eye. Atma Pramana, which has Swamiji's own words, the first experience that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree, 10 directions, below me, everything I realized, not only was able to see, I was able to feel, experience all of that as me. Pratyaksha Pramana, which are called the study measures and comparative metabolic cell activity of the brain in conscious and meditative states. When you are doing daily activities, high activity is measured in the brain where the third eye is located. When you are in the deep samadhi state, only the third eye region is active and almost 90% of the brain is rested peace. Sakshi Pramana, which are this rare sacred science of third eye awakening, which is made available to humanity for the ultimate enrichment and conscious evolution by Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism embodies the most profound yogic state that surpasses all bounds of time, space and matter. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is gifting this pure great sense of third eye awakening along with many other spiritual sciences through initiation Diksha. Millions of people have been initiated by Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and are experiencing the profound results as extraordinary powers in their everyday life. Let us now witness the live Sakshi Pramana, which is the demonstration of the power of third eye with the Balasans and Nityananda yogis. Now we'll be entering to the power manifestation demonstration, which is manifesting your powers through the third eye. In today's, we'll be having a random post from internet, which will be pulled out, and we'll be manifesting this power. So now I'm going to introduce the blindfold. This is a blindfold. The blindfold is completely tested by the ophthalmologist, and which is called the blindfold, which can't be seen by any visibility of light. So I'm going to connect myself in the space of oneness with Swamiji right now by chanting the Mahavakya Om Nityananda Paramashivam, remembering him in our third eye and in our inner space, and manifest this power. Let us all now take a few moments. Remember Swamiji in our third eye. Chant the Mahavakya. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 So the first image, which is there, which has 2 watermelons plus 2 watermelons plus 2 watermelons, which is equal to 36. So in the random quiz, we can add upon 15 plus 11, which is equivalent to 26, plus 10, which is equivalent to 36. The next is again 3 numbers, which is add up to 28. So we can add 12 plus 4, which is equivalent to 28. And next is a type of an orange, and this is banana, which you can give 4 minus 1, which is equivalent to 3. So all this can be any random numbers by manifesting it. So I can see the 2 watermelons or 1 orange or 1 banana. So below that there will be orange equals to question mark, watermelon equals to question mark, banana equals to question mark, and number 36, which is written in blue, 28, which is also written in blue, and number 3, which is in blue. And the equals and plus and minus signs are which is in black, and that's the middle of the fruits pictures. So now with this, we come to the conclusion of today's third eye power manifestation demonstration. By this session of conclusion of today's session of Parashakti's Akashic reading, we'll be having the guided power manifestation session for all of you to manifest the same powers of Paramashiva. Stay tuned for the next session after the short break. Thank you, Nityanandam.
Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivam.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes. I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Nityananda Paramashivam.
All of the viewers are
Om Nityananda Paramashivam.
Gitakshim Dritapasham Kusha Pushpa Bana Chapam. Yes. Sorry for the technical glitch. We'll now chant the Dhyana shlokas of Devi Parashakti. Arunam karuna tarangitakshim dritapashankusha pushpabana chapam animadibhiravritam mayuke rahmityeva vibhavaye bhavani. The meaning goes, I meditate on the great empress. She is red in color and her eyes are full of compassion and holds the noose, the goad, the bow, and the flowery arrow in her hands. She is surrounded on all sides by powers such as Anima for rays, and she is the self within me. Devi is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness. Parashakti is a cosmic mother. It is her cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes comes out and goes in. She is the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on. Parashakti is the source Shakti, the source energy, the source power from which all of us came, in which all of us are even in right now, and what all of us are going to merge. And out of her extreme love and compassion, Parashakti herself is manifesting through the embodied form of the Nijavatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Paramashivam, gracing us, answering our prayers and questions, attending to us, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. And in the words of Parashakti herself, raising as Omkara, expressing as the Vedas and Agamas, blossomed as Srinkara, filled as Parashodasi, living in the 40 triangles, the Kailasa Swamini, who is Kailasa Shripura Chintamani, Parashodasi, sitting as part of Paramashiva, Parashodasi, Parameshwari, who rules the world, Parashakti, Manunmani, Meenakshi. As Nityananda, I took the Nijavatara here to give good boons to everyone, to bestow all goodness. Hiranya Garbha Swarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramoli, Rapala, Parna, Uma Parvati, Savitri, Navayavana, Meenakshi. Devi Parashakti continues, raising in Omkara, blossoming as Shiva, Shiva manifesting as the source of existence, the powers of existence, and the expression of existence from the oneness of Om, blossoming as two, as Prakriti and Purusha, blossoming as three Shaktis, Icha, Kriya, and Jnana Shakti, and growing as the 4 Vedas, expanding as the 5 Panchabhutas, beyond the 6 chakras, filled as the Gotras of 7 Rishis, expanding as 8 directions, existing as the 9 Grahas, blossoming as 10 Indriyas. And how can we receive Devi Parashakti? The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explains, literally, you are seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti in that moment. She is there on your screen, so always receive her very traditionally. Keep 2 betel leaves, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and 1 coin in front of your screen, and watch Devi. The coin is considered to be traditional dakshina in the Hindu tradition. It can be the lowest value in India. And you can offer that to Devi, and after the darshan is over, do the namaskar, eat the banana, and you can take it as prasadam immediately. Collect those coins and send it to the Kailasa in Los Angeles temple. This betel nut may look too small, but in a few days you will see how much it adds to your sentiment that really she is there. You will not take Devi darshan for granted. Rituals will break your monotonous, unconscious mentality and lifestyle and remind you of the higher living. So here, as you can see, this is the tambulam, how to set it up, and how you can just have betel leaf and banana, and what are all these items that you can get in a store near you. So with this, we have now come to a conclusion of this segment, and next we'll be going on into the Akashic reading that Devi Parashakti has revealed, and showing exactly the scriptural, scientific, and the various different references of her reading.
Ananda Paramashivam Om Nityananda Paramashivam Om Nityananda Paramashivam Om Nityananda Paramashivam Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nityananda Paramashivam. Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda.
Welcome back to our viewers after that quick break. And I hope that each and every one of you also was able to watch the power demonstration. Now we're going to be entering into the next segment of today's program. I know that many of us feel stuck in this same struggle invading ocean right now, being unable to navigate ourselves and lost in the overwhelming vastness of suffering that surrounds us during the great deluge. Our loved ones are dying due to the pandemic. Our homes are being destroyed due to natural disasters. Social institutions are crumbling, and the whole humanity is really looking at the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the incarnation of the cosmic consciousness, out of his love and compassion, has taken the greater responsibility for the superconscious and manifesting the cosmic mother and guiding and healing the whole world as literally the boat that sails us through the whole pralaya, the cosmic deluge. Devi Parashakti herself is manifesting through the Nijavatara and answering each and every one of our prayers, granting boons, healing us and manifesting miracles, removing all our pain and suffering. And Devi has not just attended to us individually, but also for each and every one of us as a humanity at large. Devi Parashakti has guided the whole humanity in the form of revelations of profound sacred secrets of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, showing us the future regarding global issues, the COVID pandemic, natural disasters, even such as fires, floods, and so much more that has been happening, and even the twisted human conspiracies and underground wars, which have not yet surfaced to common knowledge as yet. This segment that we're going to be learning, we will be elaborating on the statistical, the scientific, and scriptural references of each sacred revelation, which is manifested precisely as the same guidance emerged from Devi Parashakti, for us to imbibe deeply and start following as Devi Parashakti continues to protect us until the storm ends and we safely harbor at the shores of our consciousness. So now let's enter into a very profound revelation Devi Parashakti made on sea levels rising. This is from the 19th of May, 2021. Now we'll be watching the revelation of Devi Parashakti herself and seeing her darshan, seeing her reveal these very words. Yes, while it may be brief, it is extremely profound, the very words that Devi Parashakti is saying. And now let us just understand the English translation or the words of Devi Parashakti mapped into English. Devi Parashakti had said, "You are asking which country is safe to escape from the Third World War. Listen to everything which is said. War in the Middle East, deadly corona in India, and the rising sea levels. Protection from all these three is one and only in Kailasa. Only it is good for life, if possible, come and reach." On the 19th of May, 2021, while answering the prayer of one of the devotees, Devi Parashakti, manifesting through the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, warned about the sea levels rising and the cascading effects of climate change crisis on the humanity. Exactly as Devi Parashakti had revealed, the next day, on the 20th of May, 2021, the biggest ever iceberg broke, which was 70 times the size of Manhattan Island, posing a huge threat to humanity. And here we have an article from ABC News showing that on the 20th of May, the world's largest iceberg broke off an Antarctic ice shelf. And this was, as you can see, the date is highlighted, and it's literally describing, and you can see the photo of an enormous ice shelf, which is cracking out of the Antarctic and literally separating itself and starting to float in the sea. And here you can see a graph of global sea levels is projected and how it is projected to rise in the next couple of 100 years. So you can see that even under the most modest scenarios, the scientists expect sea levels to rise to the effect the Earth's coastlines significantly in certain areas. And if you are living in a coastal city, which is many people, perhaps even more than millions of people all over the world, and people who will be directly affected by the sea levels rising. And we also have another study here by NASA, and which is talking about the global climate change. And it's predicting that sea levels will rise 1 to 8 feet by 2100. And we can see a graph provided by NASA where they're showing how the projected sea levels will rise. And sea levels since 1880 in some ocean basins, and sea levels has risen as much as 6 to 8 inches, which is 15 to 20 centimeters, since the start of the satellite record in 1993. And this is according to data that has been given to us by NASA. And of course, being a very reputable scientific research institution, we can be really assured in how the data that is presented to us is showing us really a good picture of what's happening in the future. In the United States, almost 40% of the population lives in relatively high population density coastal areas. Globally, 8 of the world's 10 largest cities are near a coast, according to the UN Atlas of Oceans. So, and nuisance flooding is 300 to 900% more frequent than it was 50 years ago. Higher background water levels means the deadly and destructive storm surges, such as those associated with Hurricane Katrina, Superstorm Sandy, and Hurricane Michael, push further inland than they once did. Higher sea levels also means more frequent high tide flooding, sometimes called nuisance flooding. And this, of course, has so many effects in coastal cities and and for millions of people who are living in these areas. Many of us might be wondering what is causing sea levels to rise. Global warming is causing global mean sea level to rise in 2 ways. First, glaciers and ice sheets worldwide are melting and adding water to the ocean. And second, the volume of ocean is expanding as the water warms. A third, much smaller contribution to sea level rising is the decline in the amount of liquid water, the aquifers, the lakes and reservoirs, rivers, soil moisture. This shift of liquid water from land to ocean is largely due to groundwater pumping. So as we're seeing here in the pictures, this is the example of the Purdison Glacier in Greenland, and the Purdison Glacier, you can see a picture on the left-hand side of it in 1917, and 15 years ago on the left-hand side, another picture of it in 2005. You can see that it's completely cleared. And the pace of global sea level rise more than doubled from 1.4 millimeters per year through the most of the 20th century to 3.6 millimeters per year from 2006 to 2015. And here we have a photograph that represents and says that Greenland ice loss has gone from in 1932 to 2001, 34 billions of tons of ice loss per year. And from 2012 to 2015, just in a matter of 3 years, 247 billion tons of ice loss per year. And this is a extremely huge and shocking increase just in a matter of 3 years. On August 2021, the UN published a code red warning of worsening global warming and rising sea levels. And you can see here an article from AP where it highlights the date from August 2021. And it is showing the code red warning. UN scientists warn of worsening global warming. And as it continues to explain, the UN scientists warn of worsening global warming. Some harm from climate change, dwindling ice sheets, rising sea levels, and changes in the ocean as they lose oxygen and become more acidic is irreversible for centuries to millennia. And the world is locked in 15 to 30 centimeters of sea level rise by mid-century. So this is really telling us exactly how there's going to be so many different effects, especially on our health, with especially when it means that changes in the ocean as they lose oxygen become more acidic, and how that is not only going to affect the environment but also our own health and for humanity as a whole. And there's several different universities, different research institutions that are ongoing research on this that have said that even if we significantly curb emissions in the coming decades, more than a third of the world's remaining glaciers will melt before the year 2100. When it comes to sea levels, the oldest and thickest ice in the Arctic is already gone. And all over the world, especially now, we've been seeing how the floods have been affecting the people. More than 150 people were reported to be missing in German floods, and the officials feared that they were unlikely to be found. 150 people is not a joke at all. It's a very, very serious catastrophe that affected so many thousands of people. And not only that, but the physical damage, the infrastructure that is destroyed from a flood is also having severe repercussions. We also see here Europe's deadly floods leave scientists stunned, from an article in the Science Journal. and another article that said that, excuse me, climate crisis made deadly German floods up to 9 times more likely. And even now, in many places in India, especially in Chennai, there's so much of flooding going on. By the teachings of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, there's beautiful ways that in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the solution is given for the climate change as a whole. And these solutions are applicable in all different ways, the foremost being non-violence, holding non-violence inside of us. Now let's watch the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism speak on this very topic and how it can impact global warming.
And one of the devotee Ayurvedic doctor he said, Swamiji, if you can get this plant and add it in your food, your stomach will be completely healed. I said, where to get? When he walked into the courtyard, he said, this is the plant. This is the plant. Throughout the campus we searched, we did not find another one. Nobody knows from where the seed has come, from where the plant has come. Understand, it is not that just for me miraculously nature is doing. It is the nature's life. I was ready to play with it, so she showed the miracles to me. Anybody willing to play with her, she shows her miracles to you. Nature is miraculous. If we are ready to play, she shows it. She demonstrates her love, her care. If we go back to the food with life, our life also will start more interacting, more alive, more vibrant, more overflowing.
Sorry for the technical glitch. We're going to be replaying the video so that we can see what Swamiji is saying.
The human beings have become so distanced from the real life, are ready to explore things. We become so far away from, at least I can tell you from my experience, village boy. When I was 5 or 6, I opened all the alarm clocks in my house and I will set it back, put it back. I don't see all that in the modern day kids. It's all about that stupid cell phone. Involvement with the reality has drastically reduced. Our whole life is nothing but the screen. Whether your love, your relationships, even your sex, everything is limited to that screen. Am I right? Almost. No, almost. Everything has been reduced to that screen. Involvement with the reality has drastically come down. It is so unfortunate, especially the food, the plastic food dumped into your system. See, all the things which you eat, none of them have life. They are all not grown from life. My guru used to tell, please walk without chappal or covering your feet. Whatever grows in that land, eat, because Mother Earth records when you walk without shoes what all the ingredients are missing in your body. She records what you need for your body, nutrients or vitamins, whatever. Whatever is missing in your body, she produces in that food which grows in that land. And eat that and live. It is too mind-boggling concept. I tell you, only after I started doing it, I realized you don't need any external medicine if you know to live with the nature. Mother Earth, Bhumata, walk on the earth without shoes. In that land, what grows will supply exactly what you need for your body. Looks too difficult to believe, but after I started doing that, I realized it. Your body does not need any other medicine, anything else. Actually, maybe 2 years before, due to these continuous classes, day and night, and the night time, the web-based programs for the outside India, all these, my whole eating habits have gone chaos.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within the next 3 years.
Too much on the system. So I had some stomach issues.
Just don't die within the next 3 years. Be alive, somehow be alive.
Walk on the
I'm
earth.
working sincerely.
What grows, eat.
I will reach you
So I
somehow.
started walking without
Somehow I will reach.
chapel for a few days. Suddenly I saw in my courtyard a new plant.
It's my commitment to humanity.
No seed, nothing coming up. How come suddenly? Between the rocks, actually. The rocks, new plant coming up.
Just don't die within the next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being, Paramashivam. It's possible.
Throughout the campus we searched,
It's
we did not
possible.
find another one. Nobody knows from where the seed has come, from where the plant has come. Understand, it's not that just for me miraculously naturally. It is the
Paramashivam
natural
will reach
life.
you with enlightenment
I was
science.
ready to play
I
with
know
it, so she showed the
he is
miracle.
going to do the job.
Anybody willing to play with her, she shows her
Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing
natural
else.
is miraculous. If you are ready to play,
What I mean by the word
she
Kailasa,
demonstrates
listen
her love,
intensely.
her care.
Enlightenment ecosystem,
Go back to the
literally enlightenment
food with life.
itself. In your
Our life
own
also will start
home, wherever
more
you
interacting,
are.
more alive, more
If you cannot
vibrant,
come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to
more
you.
overflowing.
Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model communities. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world. All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth. Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem. I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you. We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together. We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life.
we get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you, and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
Just be. alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive, somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivam. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivam will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model communities. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world. All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth. Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem. I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you. We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The
spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet Earth. We all have to coexist together.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you, and make you interested in enlightenment science. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
To the divine during the darshan today, during the Bhava Samadhi darshan. And in the Hindu tradition, the offerings are a pure gift of love, devotion, and oneness. The offerings are not made out of fear or greed, but as an expression of the pure sacred sentiments of the devotee for the divine. And when the divine accepts what one offers, the offerings become complete. When an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela played out only for the purpose of enlightenment. So now, as we get ready to receive Devi Parashakti during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, let us meditate on this Dhyana Shloka from the Mula Agama Manonmani Dhyana, which describes the beauty and grace of Devi Parashakti. This verse is, Induni bhaveda karavahni nayanam syat pankaja varabhaya japaksha sarayuktam angahimabhushana vichitra vasanam syat tungamakutojvala manonmani swarupam. And the translation of this verse, it says, moon-like face, holding the Veda books on hand, fire in eyes with lotus flower, gracing and blessing hands, and one hand with japamala, beautifully decorated with jeweled ornaments and wonderful clothes and shining crown. Her name is Manonmani. And another verse from the Mulagama describes, Dhyayet devim trinetram shashinibhavadhanam vedahastam dadhanam savye padmam varadamapare cha bhayam chakshamalam divyairabharanair vibhushitatanam brahmari vibhujitam devimeva manonmanim pratidinam kamarthadatrim shubham. In the translation of this verse, it says, I meditate on Devi with 3 eyes, glowing like a moon and holding the Veda, lotus, and gracing with blessing and gracing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments. She is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods and showers auspicious boons for all actions every day. And in the Hindu tradition, the sacred element of gold is described and it is used in abundance in the various traditional rituals and the offerings to the divine. So let us look at the significance of this divine element of gold as described in the Atharva Veda. It says, Tredhajatam janmanetam hiranyam agnirekam priyatamam babhuva somasyaikyam insitasya parapatata apamekam veda samreta ahutate hiranyam trividastvai vishe. And the translation for this verse, it says, triply born by birth is this gold, from the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was hurt. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Apa, the watery molecules. Let that triple gold be for your long life. The gold is a divine element in the Hindu tradition. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of great spiritual significance and spiritual power, of healing and enlightening. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears and anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity. And gold is present in all the Hindu scriptures, the Agamas, Vedas, Shrutis, Smritis, Itihasas, Puranas. In all the scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and purest metal, which purifies our being. In the Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold. Ritual fees were offered in gold bricks. When one was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual fee. Gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold. The streets would have huge columns and huge archways made of gold. Horses and cows were dressed in gold. Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of rivers of gold. The Indus River was called Hiranmaya, the river of gold in Rig Veda. The river Saraswati was called Hiranyavartini in Atharva Veda. Gold is the supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years and it lasts forever. So now let us look at some of the traditional offerings that we can offer to Devi Parashakti. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, the various traditional offerings of ornaments, sevas, and also the e-hundi, the general donation offerings. We can make all of these offerings on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. So the first is the e-hundi offerings, which is a donation that you can, offering that you can make in any amount and multiple currencies. So this is similar to the hundi offerings where we can offer any amount, any currency as our token of gratitude to Devi Parashakti when we receive her darshan and blessings. And Devi is described as Bhakti Priya, the one who is fond of true devotion. Let us look at this verse from the Lalita Sahasranama, which describes Devi's love for true devotion. It says, Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya, Bhayapaha, Shambhavi, Sharadaradhya, Sharvani, Sharmadhaini. And the translation of this verse, it says, Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion and she removes all fear. If there's any fear in the minds of the devotee, Devi is sure to remove that fear. It is stated that Devi likes to be worshipped in autumn, and here it is meant the autumn of our lives when our thoughts turn more and more inwards. The role of the divine is known and understood clearly. The need for Devi worship then becomes stronger. Shambhavi is the consort of Shambhu, who is Lord Shiva. Sharadharadhya is the one who is worshipped by Devi Sharada, Devi Saraswati. Sharvani is the wife of Lord Shiva. Linga Purana says Lord Shiva is called Sharva in his earth form. Sharmadaini is Devi who bestows happiness on her devotees. And you can offer your kanika, your token of gratitude, love, and devotion to Devi Parashakti with the e-hundi offerings that you can offer on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And you can make this offering in multiple currencies and any amount of your choice. And the next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Sankalpa chanting, the conscious resolution that we, conscious prayer that we can offer to Devi Parashakti. And in this verse from the Devi Mahatmyam, chapter 12, verse 34, it is described that the goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess being prayed without interest in anything gives the knowledge that leads to salvation. and gives wealth in the material world. And make the offering of the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution to Devi Parashakti, and be blessed with all the fruition of the desires and wishes that you are yearning for. And the next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Sahasranama Swarnakasu. And Devi is described as Nama Parayana Prita, she who likes the repetition of her various names. And the Sahasranama Swarnakasu is the offering of the pure gold coin, each coin inscribed with one of the 1008 sacred names of Devi Parashakti. And it is a very special and unique archana offered to the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. So you can make this offering in 3 different denominations and any number of coins as you wish to offer. And when you make this offering, where each coin is inscribed with one of the 1008 sacred names of Devi Parashakti, each name describing her Ananta Kalyana Gunas, the very divine qualities of Devi Parashakti herself. You're also blessed to imbibe these very same divine qualities. So you can make this offering on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. The next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Mukta Anguti, which is the gold finger ring embedded with pearl. And Devi is described as the one who is adorned with garlands of pearls and jewels. Let us look at this verse which describes Devi's beauty decked with pearls and gems. And this verse is Muktahara lasat kirita ruchiram purnendu vaktra prabham shinjanupura kinkini manitharam padma prabhabhasuram sarvabhita palapradam girisutam vani rama sevitam meenakshim pranatosmi santatamaham karunyavaram nidhim. And the translation of this verse, it says, I bow to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls, and the face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones, and has bells, and her small bells, who is shining like the splendor of lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddesses Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. And you can make this offering of the pearl finger ring, the gold ring embedded with pearl, the Mukta Anguti to Devi Parashakti, and receive the blessings to be showered by her pure love and compassion in all of your business endeavors. So you can make this offering of the Mukta Anguti to Devi Parashakti on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas.
The next offering.
Yes, go ahead.
The next offering that we have for Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Swarna Padma Pushpa. So there is a beautiful reference from the Kamika Agama where the translation of the verse says, all the kalasha should be worn around with a suitable thread and covered with a new cloth. They should be adorned with a lotus flower made of gold. Lotus is actually considered a divine flower. If you move to the next slide. Lotus is considered a divine flower, and it is used in many of the rituals in the Vedic tradition. Lotus flower garland is being offered, and there is actually a beautiful reference in the Puranas that Bhagavan Vishnu, he wanted to offer 1008 lotuses to Bhagavan Paramashivam, and he offered 1007. There's one lotus that was missing, and he offered his own eye as a lotus to Bhagavan Paramashiva. So in various ways, the lotus is considered a very sacred flower, and there are hundreds of scriptural references to the use of lotus. And lotus is also used, in the Guru Puja we say Hrit Padmam Asanam, and so the very seat is a lotus seat. It says that let you be seated in the lotus of my heart. So Hritpadmam asana. So the lotus is used as an asana, and if you see many of the deities, they will actually be sitting on a lotus flower. So lotus is considered a very divine flower. So when you offer the lotus, golden lotus of any size you wish, and be blessed to have the state, space, powers, and the being of Devi Parashakti in your very inner space. And those of you who are watching us, you can comment on the YouTube chat if you have any questions, or if you're looking for a solution to a specific, any kind of a life solution, anything that you are looking for in life, and you would like to receive the blessings for some aspect of your life. And myself and Mahamrita, both of us are here, we can connect with you and we can share how you can, what is the offering that you can make, what is the recommended offering for you to be able to connect with Devi Parashakti and receive her grace and blessings. So if you are watching us online, on the YouTube live chat, you can come and go ahead and comment if you have already made an offering, or if you'd like to make an offering, or if you're looking for, say, I really having this health issue, or I really want my son to get a job, or I want my child to get into this specific university. What is the way and how we can connect with Devi Parashakti? Whatever questions you have, please put it in the chat box. So all the offerings that we are talking about, the way that you can make the offering, we have a beautiful site called kailasamailer.com/sevas. So it is Kailasa, Kailasa, mailer, mailer.com/sevas. You can go to that link and you can scroll down to Devi Parashakti. We'll be doing a screenshot and demonstrating it at the end of this segment. But those of you who are watching now, and if you would like to make some kind of an offering, then you can go ahead and make that offering through kailasamailer.com/sevas.
And yes, the next offering we have is the Swarnamatti, the gold touring. And these verses from on Devi Parashakti describe the beauty of her sacred lotus feet. It says, Nakadhididi Sanchanna Namajjanatamo Guna Padatvaya Prabhajala Parakrita Saroruha. And the translation of this verse, it says, you whose brightness from the toenails destroy the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who prostrate at your feet. You whose brightness from your 2 feet overpower that of the lotus flower too. And you can make this offering of the Swarnamatti, the gold touring to Devi Parashakti, to adorn her sacred lotus feet and be in constant gratitude for receiving her blessings in even the most difficult aspects of life. And the sacred feet of Devi Parashakti is described as the one that is even more beautiful than the lotus flower. And when we prostrate at her feet, she simply removes all the ignorance, all the associated. She just showers her blessings when we bow down to her sacred lotus feet. So you can make this offering of the Swarnamatti on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas.
The next offering that we have for Devi Parashakti is the offering of Swarna Mangtika, the golden hairline jewelry. It's a beautiful reference in Lalita Sahasranama. It says, Sudha Sarabhivarshini, she who makes the nectar flow in all our nerves from the Sahasrara, that is, she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. The Swarna Mangtika represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara Chakra. The Sahasrara Chakra is described as a 1,000-petaled lotus. So the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara Chakra and filling our whole body is what she is referred to as Sudha Sarabhivarshini. So for the one who makes the entire life and our existence blissful, oh Devi Parashakti, let me offer the Swarna Mangtika to you, the golden hairline jewelry to you. So the offering of the golden hairline jewelry is $750. And you can offer the Swarna Mangtika and receive the blessings of Devi Parashakti for achieving the blissful state of overwhelming gratitude and a state of complete completion. Sahasrara Chakra is considered the chakra where the chakra opens when you live, when you drop the discontentment, where constantly you feel like you lack something, either in you or outside of you. You constantly feel like, okay, I need this, I need that, I don't have this, I don't have this. Constantly we're looking at what we do not have. We do not appreciate the thousands of things that existence has given us. Just this one shift is all that is required for you to shift from discontentment to gratitude, for you to experience the space of complete completion. So you can pray to Devi Parashakti, offer the Swarna Mantika to experience that space of gratitude and complete completion. So if you would like to offer the Swarna Mantika, you can go to kailasamailer.com/sevas.
And the next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. And this is one of the most sacred ritualistic offerings to Guru. And you can register for this offering on the website, and you can register to offer this, make this offering whenever Pratyaksha Pada Puja happens, whenever on any special occasion when Guru receives Pratyaksha Pada Puja, you can make this offering in the direct presence of Guru. So you can register for this offering today during the darshan and make your offering on any day, any special occasion when Guru himself is receiving the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. And it is described in these verses from Saundarya Lahari. Yes, ma.
Yes, ma, go ahead, sorry, please go ahead.
It's described that the illumining splendor of Devi's toenails dispel the darkness of ignorance in the devotees prostrating at her feet, and her feet defeat the lotus in beauty. It is also stated that Devi's toenails have been sharpened constantly by being touched by the crowns of celestial beings who prostrate before Devi, and Tamoguna, which is the darkness indicative of the ignorance in the minds of the devotees, is removed when they prostrate before Devi and they attain the supreme knowledge. So you can also offer the Pratyaksha Pada Puja to Devi Parashakti and be blessed with all the auspiciousness and blessings of Devi Parashakti and the Nijavatara of Devi Parashakti herself, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. And you can make this offering on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And Magnanatma Swami, would you like to share something more about the Pratyaksha Pada Puja?
Of course, I would love to share, because Pratyaksha Pada Puja, the next Pratyaksha Pada Puja, one of the most important days which no disciple should miss offering the Pratyaksha Pada Puja is the Avatara Dinotsava, the day when the superconsciousness manifested in the human form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The day when the superconsciousness, then Paramashiva himself, assumed a human body. It's coming on the 28th of December. We celebrate it as per the Vedic calendar, which is in the month of Margari, Chitra Nakshatra, and that falls on the 28th of December this year. So we are having the grand Jayanti celebrations, and it's going to be the 45th year. Swamiji is completing his 44 years and entering into the 45th year. So we are celebrating the 45th Jayanti celebrations today. And I wanted to invite and each and every one of you. And the day when, see, what is the real context of Pratyaksha Pada Puja? Pratyaksha Pada Puja is offered by the disciple onto the Guru, as described beautifully by Adi Shankaracharya in the Guru Paduka Stotram. He says, Shariram Surupam Tatava Kalatram Yashascharu Chitram Dhanam Merutulyam Manaschena Latnam Guru Rangri Padme Tatakim 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 Tatakim. He says, Shariram Shurupam, you may have a beautiful body. Tatava Kalatram, you may have a beautiful spouse. Dhanam Meru Tulyam, you may have the wealth as like Mount Meru. Yasascharu Chitram, you may have the name and fame that is spread far and wide. Manaschena Lagnam Guru Rangri Padme, when your mind is not fixed on the lotus feet of the Guru, Tatakim, 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 Tatakim. What is the use? What is the use? What is the use? What is the use? The one thing with which you can attain the best of the inner world and the outer world and live a life of fulfillment, bliss, and ultimate completion is the feet of the Guru. Everywhere in the Vedic tradition, if you see, they will always only talk about the ultimate form of worship is worshipping the feet of the Guru. And having the right Guru in our life is the biggest blessing and the treasure. The one thing you have in the universe, you have everything else that you need, is the grace of the Guru, the blessings of the Guru, the devotion to the Guru, the surrender to the Guru. So when you have that, you can get everything else that you need, more than even what you think you need. The Guru will constantly keep giving you. So only thing that you need to work for in your life is just a deep devotion and gratitude to the Guru. We are so blessed because this happening of a Guru happens once in 5,000 years. An incarnation incarnates. Bhagavan Krishna incarnated 5,000 years ago. And incarnations happen once in a few thousand years. We don't even know when the previous, incarnations who were available like this for us to connect with, for us to relate with. How many of us would have even, when I was growing up, I used to pray to Bhagavan Paramashivam, and all that I could imagine to the extent of my imagination or the extent of my visualization is, okay, we can have one darshan of Paramashiva, like how they show in all the, Puranic serials in the TV, like, Om Namah Shivaya and all these other serials. You will think, okay, I can pray to Paramashiva and Paramashiva will give me darshan and I can get his blessings. One glimpse I can have of Paramashiva is all was there, the extent of our even visualization or our prayer. Little did I realize that I will get an opportunity to live with Paramashiva all my life. So even what we think as what we need is only minuscule of what is possible. Guru knows what is the right for you and constantly keep showering you what you need at the right time, because we don't even know what we need. We don't even know what to ask. We don't even know where exactly our problem is. We don't even know what even we need to complete with. It is only the grace and blessings of the Guru who never gives up on us and constantly available. So the very fact that we have an avatar of Paramashiva as a Guru in our life, just that one remembrance, that one smarana. Swamiji beautifully says, smaranat mukti. The minute this powerful cognition comes up inside you, hey, I have Paramashiva as my Guru. What else I need? That one powerful cognition is enough. That one emotion of gratitude is enough for you to experience the ultimate. And so that is why the Jayanti, the day when an avatar, out of his deepest compassion, assumes a human body, goes through all the torture that humanity does to an avatar. Every avatar is ridiculed, character assassinated, tortured, whatnot. And in the case of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, because the whole ecosystem has become so anti-Hindu, constant attacks and relentless persecution and whatnot. Swamiji does not have anything to achieve in any of the, the 14 lokas. He is Paramashiva. He is one who created these universes and multiverses. But out of his deepest compassion, he comes down to planet Earth, because Paramashiva, as a god, can do the 4 krityas, Shrishti, Sthiti, Samhara, Triyobhava, the 4 actions of creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, and pulling out of delusion. For the 5th action of liberation, Anugraha, Paramashiva has to assume a human body so that we can connect and relate with an avatar. So that is why, out of the deepest compassion, the superconsciousness assumes a human body, lives amongst us, lives as another human being, just so that we can relate with the avatar, we can connect with the avatar, and he can liberate us. He enters into the body, so we don't have to take bodies anymore. Just remembering that, what have I done to even know that such a being exists, who never gives up on me, who constantly just causes my reality. So Swamiji, thank you so much for happening in our lives. Just offering our deepest gratitude, especially on the day when the avatar decided to assume the human body for the superconscious breakthrough of humanity. Remembering that, you can offer the Pratyaksha Pada Puja on the day when the avatar landed on the body, which is coming on the same solar constellation, is happening on the 28th of December this year. we celebrate it as the Jayanti celebrations. So I invite each and every one of you. The offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, as you're seeing on the screen, is $1,008 offering. And you can go to kailasamailer.com/sevas to register for the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. And a very special one is happening on the Jayanti day. And if you're listening to this, please understand, Supreme Pontiff, every prayer that you have, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism fulfills that prayer. So if you are listening to this, and if you really want to offer the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, please go ahead and register now. And do not allow any kind of an obstacle to interfere in your prayer. Right? So Swamiji says, you order, I deliver, I cater. That's what Swamiji says. So you create that intention, put that intention in the cosmos. That is Swamiji saying, Swamiji, you please bless me to have an opportunity to offer gratitude at your feet on your Jayanti day. And Swamiji himself, if you have any obstacles, Swamiji himself will remove them. And we still have a month's time. So you can definitely go ahead and register and make the offering. Do not miss. Every initiated disciple, every disciple of Swamiji, whoever considers Swamiji as a guru, just go ahead and register for the Pratyaksha Pada Puja on the Jayanti day to experience that space of immense gratitude, devotion, and surrender. I know, Mamritama, we can keep speaking about Pratyaksha Pada Puja on and on and on, but in the interest of time, I think we can move on. And if you would like to add anything more about the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, I'm sure you have done, and we have heard from thousands of devotees who have offered Pratyaksha Pada Puja. It is the most favorite offering of every disciple. Just sitting at the, watching the divine lotus feet of Swamiji and being able to offer the Pada Puja.
Yes, ma, it is one of the sweetest experience, the most nectarine space that we can get. And like you said, we can go on and on about it, because every time we offer, then we want to keep offering the Pratyaksha Pada Puja again and again and again. It is that beautiful space that we experience during the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. And I'm sure both of us could sit the whole day and days together speaking about it. So
I just remembered one of the devotees. She was sharing that one day she was in Bidadi and the Pratyaksha Pada Puja was happening on the day, so she registered for that day. And in Bidadi, we used to be sitting inside the Garbha Mandir of Rajya Sabha, where we'll have Swamiji's Simhasan, and then there will be a lotus pitam, and the devotees will sit around it. So if you've been to Bidadi, you will know what exactly I'm talking about. So she was offering the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, and the Pada Puja was about to start. She was sitting, and Swamiji looked at this devotee and told, sit in Vajrasana. Out of the blue, right? So she immediately changed from like sitting in Sukhasana, she moved on to Vajrasana. The devotee didn't tell anything, nothing. Swamiji looked at her and said, sit in Vajrasana, that's all. So she sat in Vajrasana and she was finding it a little difficult during the Pada Puja, but she adjusted and she managed. Months later, she came to, actually, she was having some kind of a health issue, which she did not tell Swamiji. Months later, she came to know that the Vajrasana, sitting in Vajrasana, is the healing for that specific health issue, and that health issue actually never came back to her after that. But she didn't even realize how come it suddenly disappeared like that. And she was actually sitting in the breathing space of an avatar for 42 minutes in Vajrasana. And Swamiji literally pulled out the root of that entire disease itself. She didn't say anything. Swamiji only took care beyond even what we could even utter. And I have so many other devotees also who have come back and shared. They go to Swamiji, they want to ask something or they have something in mind. They have not even spoken, but Swamiji would exactly answer that question and give them the blessing and give them the boon. And like Mahamrita was saying, yes, we can keep going on and on, but in the interest of time, we will now be moving on to the next offerings and the demonstration of how to make the offering. And do not miss Pratyaksha Pada Puja on Swamiji's Jayanti day. It's a day where we all wait to celebrate with Swamiji, and we can all have a beautiful celebration. And you can go to kailasamailer.com/sevas to go ahead and register for the Pratyaksha Pada Puja offering. Yes, ma'am, we can go ahead.
And this next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Vastra Seva, which is the offering of the sacred cloth to Devi Parashakti. And we traditionally make this offering to be in that constant space of gratitude, as a gratitude for the continuous protection, the continued protection of the divine in our lives at all times. So you can make this offering of the sacred cloth, the Vastra Seva to Devi Parashakti, and be blessed with all the auspiciousness and blessings of Devi Parashakti and of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the Nijavatar of Devi Parashakti. So you can register for all of these offerings of ornaments, sevas, anything that you would wish to offer to Devi Parashakti. You can register for all of the offerings on the website www.kailasamela.com/sevas.
So we have the various offerings that we had shared with you. And you can take a look at the offerings when you go to kailasamela.com/sevas. Take a look at those offerings and decide what offering that you would like to make. And whatever offering you choose, do not miss Pratyaksha Pada Puja on Swamiji's birthday, Swamiji's Avatara Dinotsava, which is on the 28th of December, Dharmodayama. Thank you so much for putting your comment. Thank you for listening for this show. And I know you have offered many Pratyaksha Pada Puja, and you can register for the one on Jayanti Day as well. Yes, now we can go on to the next slide. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, so here we have the website where you can register for the various sevas and offerings. So the website is www.kailasamela.com/sevas. And if you'd like to register for the various ornaments, sevas, or any of the e-hundi offerings, you can click on the links on step 2. Also, if you would want to make an intention to make an offering, and you can also make your intention to offer Pratyaksha Pada Puja on Avatara Dinotsava. So you can submit your intention on the form on step 1 and receive the blessings of Devi Parashakti to manifest your intention into reality. And you can also fill out the details of the Sankalpa, your conscious prayer, with the names of yourself and your family members. You can fill out the details of the Sankalpa after making the offerings on the website. You can also fill out the details so the names of yourself and the family members can be chanted during the pujas and offerings. So the e-hundi offerings can be made in multiple currencies: the US dollar, the Australian dollar, the New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, euro, Indian rupee, Singaporean dollar, Malaysian ringgit, the Great Britain pound, and the Chinese yen. And you can make this offering in multiple currencies and any amount of your choice. And the various ornaments and sevas can be offered on the website, where you can offer the Sankalpa chanting, the Devi Sahasranama Swarna Kasu, the pure gold coin inscribed with the 1008 sacred names of Devi Parashakti in 3 different denominations, the Mukta Anguti, the gold finger ring embedded with pearl in 3 different sizes, the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the gold lotus flower in 3 different sizes, the Swarna Metti, the gold toe ring tied on the sacred lotus feet of Devi Parashakti, the Swarna Mangtika, the gold hairline jewelry representing the overflowing nectar of gratitude from the Sahasrara Chakra, the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, the Vastra Seva. You can register for any of these traditional ornaments and sevas to Devi Parashakti on the website www.kailasamela.com/sevas.
Yes. Now, in just a few minutes, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is going to be gracing and blessing us live with a live darshan as we are continuing. And today is the last day of the Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Brahmotsava after the Kartikeya Deepam, we celebrate the temple, and then on the last day the Chandigeshwara goes around in the chariot, and today we have that celebration going on, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is gracing us today live, and the celebrations are going to be starting in just a few minutes. So at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time, we are going to be having the live celebrations and the rituals directly live streamed from our temple. So please stay tuned. We'll be concluding this program, this segment now. Hope all of you enjoyed the Devi Parashakti Akashic readings and the information that we shared in this program. And now the most awaited moment of the day. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please go ahead and click like, which is a thumbs up, and comment under the live stream, and go ahead and share this with all your friends, family, Sangha members. Let nobody miss having the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who's going to be joining us live and gracing and blessing us in just a few minutes. So with that, we'll be concluding this program with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nityananda.